So we were talking. We were talking about. We were
Oh,
talking. we, we were talking about minority issues, and okay, so the
Minority
top a
situations.
minority
minority
situation. There, minority
situations.
situation.
Yeah.
So the topic was dealing with a issue collectively as a family, and Frank said it was a minority thing, meaning people that look like us. But then,
Brace.
So we're in the
Yeah, because you
middle.
got to make it like that.
and then, how do I point towards you? And then Kangas was like, "Oh well, it is a minority thing, but it's
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, what the
whoa,
hell just
whoa,
happened to you,
whoa,
dude? What just
whoa.
happened to your micro? You hear that too, right? I'm not.
Basically, what I was gonna say is that the idea of like having like you get into a situation, and if you're like a minority, you kind of have to make it everyone else's problem. But I assume that if you're like, you know, let's just say white. I don't want to get into the whole debate. I don't think any of you other guys want to get into this debate. We don't have fucking 23andMe up to look all this shit up. But if you're white, it's kind of like, or even just American in general, just if you're American, it's kind of treated like if you're in a problem, you got to fix it yourself. And like no one else is really going to try to help you.
Well, okay. I don't want to be that guy, but it's like it depends on what kind of white you mean, because
Yeah,
like
that's
it's like
but I think it's
Yeah.
more like a American white is more
you're talking about like a white man.
yeah.
Okay. Well, again, that's sort of like you can divide that up. Like, are we talking Southern Baptist white, or are we talking like parents have dyed hair and so do their kids, and everyone weighs no less
Yeah, I
than
think I'm
250
thinking of
pounds
like
white?
I'm thinking more of the
I think all Anglo-Saxons, real quick, specifically Anglo-Saxons, they're all the fucking same. I don't care if they're red hair, blue hair feminists, or Southern MAGA, or they love Trump and the King James Bible. I think they're spiritually all the same people. I think they're all spiritually the same people, the same way I think like Italians and Greeks are the sorry, I think they're the spiritually the
No,
same
I mean,
people.
I have the blood. It counteracts each other, and it's really weird that how it works. So I'm not disagreeing
Because you
with you
guys,
on
because
that.
the Greeks and the Greeks are Orthodox and the Italians are Catholic, but what they have is this like, and this is what I love about Orthodoxy and Catholicism, is that those religions define the culture. In America, the culture defines the religion. That's why in Protestantism they have fog machines, rap, rap
Yeah,
fucking
like
gospel,
the pastor
country
comes down
gospel.
in front of like a fucking like crowd of 50 million people on like some Peter Pan ass praying, and he's like, "Bow my children in repentance of the Lord," or some like that. And
Yeah,
it's really
so
it's all just like Jew speak for give me money, give my church money, waste your time here, listen to me spout how you need to give us money so I can buy a fourth private jet or some
well,
shit like
I
that.
agree, but again, the thing with Greeks and Italians, you guys are like they're like you guys still have that. You guys have your values are rooted in this, the cross. So when you guys bring it over, you still retain that same family, those same family values that are rooted in the religion. So I know in Italian households or Greek households, it's very common for the grandma to little
yeah,
fucking
that's what I was
goombas,
gonna get
That
into.
the
is
little
that is kind of
goombas.
how my grandma was, to be fair. But
That's what
she
I'm
she
saying.
was an Irish woman, but she was a great
Oh,
grandmother.
it's the same thing
You know
with
what I
the
mean?
Irish. The
Yeah,
same thing. The Irish are the same
yeah.
fucking way too. You have the grandma raising these little fucking dirty Irish kids, you know. So that's how it is. But like, there's something there's something uniquely satanic about like the Anglo-Saxon
Like wasp
Protestant,
culture.
the WASP culture, because everything is because the WASP culture is like their spirituality is working all the time, because like Orthodox Christians and Catholic Christians, we have the monasteries, we have the saints days, the feast days, excuse me. We have our little holidays and shit. And then and then I'm pretty sure in your family it's the same way. Whenever there's a baptism, big fucking party.
Yeah,
Whenever there's a
like
communion, big fucking party. You know what I mean? Whenever someone is pregnant or
it's a big deal. Like, there was something I saw today. I don't know. I think was it you who like sent it? It could have been you who sent it in the group chat where it was like that old ass white dude screaming like, "I don't give a fuck if your wife is
yeah,
giving
that was
birth."
me. But you want to
Yeah,
something funny? You
no,
want to something
well,
funny? That guy's not
people
white. He's Mexican.
like that's what I'm saying. People like that don't understand though. Like you don't and he's Mexican and he thinks
Yeah.
that really.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
same race is I'm sorry not to get all racist and shit, but like the same fucking race that Top Gun was like, or not Top Gun, Top Gear was like, yeah, the Mexicans can't even build their own car because they can't even be asked to like mow their own grass.
Yeah.
Like who dropped the famous banger, I'm sorry, but imagine waking up and remembering that you're Mexican. This is the type of guy who's like saying like,
Yeah,
we need to work
because he adopted the Protestant work ethic, the Anglo-Saxon need for constant the Anglo-Saxon need for constant innovation.
Oh my god.
The Anglo-Saxon need for constant innovation because that's what they're like. So what happens is that attitude, when you take it to its natural conclusion, it gets hijacked by Jews, and then it turns into this whole fucking machine. It turns into this machine where we have disposable culture, right? I fucking hate that about modern day American culture, that
Don't even
we
get
have
me
this
started.
disposable culture where, let's say you get married or I get married or me and you get married.
The time of the year.
It is that time of the year.
Love is
guys.
in the air, man,
Love is in the air. But seriously, I don't believe in divorce. I don't believe in divorce. And I don't believe in cutting off family either. I know there's exceptions to the rule, but
yeah, we don't really spell out the exceptions there. But like,
yeah. But that's the thing. The problem with American culture is everything we have to just dispose of it right away. Oh, this person is like annoying me, get rid of them right away. Oh, this person is that I'm with, that I'm dating. Oh, well, she's not good enough. Get rid of her. Or this guy, get rid of him. Like this whole idea of just like disposing everything right away is dumb. Most of my friends I've had for eons. This right here, I've known since we were like 8. It's funny because when he was younger, I'm just throwing this out there. This nigga looked more black when he was when he was younger, but then he turned into like, I don't know, like vaguely ethnic.
I don't know, like you like when I first met Franklin, I thought he was plucked out of the Middle East.
I thought
he
he
first
was
showed up in my shop and gave me the cables or whatever. I'm like, what is this man? Is he Mexican? Is he black? Is he Arab? Like I was like sizing you up. I was trying to figure it out. I was very confused.
But yeah, so Axel, I've known him since fifth grade, excuse me, since I was 5 years old. I've known this guy for 20 years, dude. Like, that is no laughing matter. A lot of my other friends, I've known them since elementary school or high school. I still talk to my trade school buddies, and I graduated from trade school 4 years ago.
Right.
One of I don't know if this is gonna get put on YouTube, but Waldo Paul, fucking fan of the show. Shout out to that guy. He always watches everything. I've known him for 4 fucking years and I haven't seen him because like everybody that I know, I like I'm not gonna keep a toxic relationship. I know that sounds fucking gay or whatever. I'm not gonna keep a toxic relationship, but this idea of like cut that off, cut that nigga off, cut this nigga off, fuck that bitch, fuck this nigga, I'm cutting everybody. It's like that's no, this idea of just not living in a community is retarded. That's why I don't think I'm ever gonna leave my area. Not on some bum shit, but on some like, hey, I like where I live. I like the people I'm around. Like I said, most of the people I've known, I've known them for fucking years. I'm not hopping into new friend groups all the time.
So I want to build on that and circle back too to why we even started recording in the first place, because this is a good segue. To build on what you said about the whole disposable thing. Another thing that I hate is kind of cancel culture in general, because I think that does kind of lead into the whole disposable thing. Like, oh, this person said something slightly problematic. Now they're a liability. Now they need to be canceled. Now we can dispose of them like they're a product and move on to the next thing. Like we did it with YouTubers. We did it with artists. We did it with people in general, like at the most civilian basic level, who like probably didn't need to have their dirty laundry put out on blast, but like because the people they surrounded themselves with were, again, not to sound gay, were so inherently fucking toxic and just genuinely terrible people who like their only form of like fucking perverted entertainment is to just find, you know, what's wrong with other people and use that as ammunition to make their life more interesting. Because it's like, oh, well, if I white knight, if I go to this guy's friends and I tell him about the bad shit that he's done, I'm inherently a good person because I'm warning them about the fact that this person is imperfect and they make mistakes. Oh my God, I'm a fucking genius. I can be the best person ever without even ever having to worry about myself.
You know which one I've hated that gotten canceled recently?
Who?
I don't know if you heard you know about the completionists?
So Jared kind of did, like,
Gerard.
That's
I don't know if you said
Gerard.
Gerard.
Gerard. I don't watch him enough to know what the difference is. I've really seen his name on writing a lot.
Oh,
I do think it's a little scummy for him to have like withheld the like fact that he wasn't immediately giving that money to charity or like funneling it otherwise. But like I think the response was a little bit more like overblown than
his
like
response or like the community.
No, the community response at large. Like,
yeah, again, because they just
I think this way. Like when I see PewDiePie being mentioned in the news now, like I look at his YouTube channel comments, and obviously those are fine, but like he just released some open source like AI model that's meant to compete with OpenAI, with Claude, with whatever. It's free, anyone can use it. He himself even says in the video where he releases it, this project sucks and I wish I didn't have to make it, but because I feel so many people are at a disadvantage because they cannot get premium features that other companies are locking behind a paywall, and because I have the funds to make this available, to make this public, to make this accessible to more people, I am deciding out of my own free will to do this for free. There are no subscription fees attached. You don't put any personal information in, and you get the premium AI experience. In today's day and age, whether you love AI or hate AI, that's kind of fucking huge. And people still say in like, you know, threads and Instagram or whatever, oh yeah, my hatred for him for like the bridge incidents from 13 years ago continues to be justified. Another comment was like, yeah, I said this a week ago and I'll say it again. This guy's terrible and I hope his son dies. Or something like that. And like, it's so like, I don't know, like some people care too much about
they keep too many tabs about all these things.
Exactly. It's like it is human nature to change and to grow and to like understand that like what you might have done in the past is wrong. And like, oh my God,